Assalamu alaikum, Imams and Muallimats. I am Sister Fatima Nadia of the Imam Development Program from the Community Development Team. So our manager, Muhammad Qadar, is unable to join us today, unfortunately, but he has recorded a video for you, which you will be able to watch now.
My name is Brother Muhammad Sadek Qadar, and I'm the Community Development Manager. Now, you would ask yourself, what is the community development? At the Imam Development Program, we have two aspects, the Imam Development aspect and the Community Development aspect. The Community Development aspect is focused at implementing projects in the communities of our Imams, but at the hands of our Imams. If the project is not at the hands of our Imams or does not uplift the Imam in any way, we would not count that as a community project. We would not even engage in the project. So I'm the Community Development Manager, and what are some of the functions that we would perform as the Community Development Team? Number one is the fulfillment of the amana of our donors. Many donors come and they donate. They want their money to be spent in specific things, in specific locations. It is the duty of my team to obviously investigate the areas which are most in need, to do the due diligence, and from there make an informed decision and choose the correct place. This comes with a great deal of responsibility on our shoulders to ensure that all the amana is fulfilled. The second point would be is to uplift our imams in the eyes of their community. So as I mentioned previously, all our projects that we do is at the hands of our imams. So if the project is done at the hands of our imams, the community sees the imam with a newfound respect. That's what we are looking for when we are implementing projects in our communities. Obviously, to give the imam that status in his community where the community members know that if there's any issues in the community, if there's any problems, that our imam is the man that we can go to. He has all the solutions, and any problem that we have, we can just go to him and he would be able to solve it for us. So that is the second function that we will perform. The third function that we would perform ties in directly with one of the aims and the objectives of the IDP organization as a whole, which is the preservation of the Deen of Islam. So the third function for the CD department, the Community Development Department, would be to ensure that there is an increase and a strengthening in the Islam in these communities. So obviously these projects are aimed, there's a specific aim with it. It's obviously to increase the Deen in the communities and to bring more people towards Islam, inshallah. And how do we achieve all of these functions above? Is obviously through project implementation. It is a very vital role that the Imam plays with regards to our project implementation. We will not be able to do anything without our Imams. Like I said, our Imams are our eyes on the ground. Our Imams needs to get information to us. What is the need on the ground? Why do we need it? How is this initiative, how is this project going to change and shape my community for the better? So our Imams are our frontline soldiers, and we depend, especially from the community development side, we depend heavily on the Imams to provide us with accurate information that can help us detail and implement these projects in the communities in the best way possible. So let me just give you a little breakdown of what is the community or what projects the community development engages in. So there's 4 target areas that we are looking for in any community. The 4 target areas includes infrastructure, education, community well-being, and something that we like to classify as Ummah services. So what is infrastructure? Infrastructure would include projects such as the borehole project, the tree project, as well as the masjid and madrasa repairs project. This project is run by the coordinator, Brother Inayat. The next one was education. So obviously education is a very vital aspect or component of uplifting and shaping a community. So projects such as the Madrasa Pack, the Madrasa resources, all of this here is going to tie into the education. The Fun Friday as well is all aspects of the education, which is coordinated by Sister Zaida. The next one is community well-being. Community well-being is the health and the well-being of the community members. What does this mean? It's not only physical health, we're talking about mental, emotional, and spiritual health. At the moment, we're developing different projects that we can implement in the communities through this community well-being. One of them is going to be, inshallah, madrasa feedings, that we're just trying to do some needs assessments regarding it, trying to get the information and trying to procure the right partners that we can liaise with in order for us to get something like this here off the ground. And the last one is Ummah Services. Ummah Services is more like our seasonal projects, which include Qurbani, Ramadan, which most of our imams and muallimas participated in, as well as the Sadqa and Aqiqah slaughterings that happens every now and again as well. The community well-being coordinator is Sister Fatima Nadia. All of my coordinators would get an opportunity after I speak to introduce themselves and tell you a little bit more about their area and the projects that falls under the areas. I'm just going to now come to my conclusion. I would like to obviously state to all our imams and our muallimas again, and I stress on this point, y'all's input is very, very important. Y'all's input is the backbone of all of the projects. That information is what drives the projects, is what the information that's required by our partners all comes from you. Those pre-assessment forms that we give is so important for it to be filled and given its due when you are filling it in. All of that information is not to just gather the information. It actually helps shape the way that the project is. So it's very important that the imams give it their all when they're trying to fill in these forms. Also, over the course of the next few days, we're going to be introducing our needs assessment form. So this needs assessment is only community related. All aspects of your community, what infrastructure is available, the education levels, the health in the community. It is a very long and a very detailed needs assessment. I would say that it is very important for every imam who would want to take part in any of our projects to fill this in. This is what's going to help us have the information to be able to say that this is the need on the ground. Then we can go to partners and be like, this is what we require from you. This is what our issues our imams are facing in the communities. How can you assist us to assist our imams? So with these few words that I've said, I'm going to hand you over to my team, inshallah. And again, please make me maaf for not being able to attend there in person. And just be aware of the needs assessment that's going to be shared with the imams over the next few days. And please, as many imams, we need you guys to fill this thing in. We are currently in the process of determining and shaping our project frameworks, how things are supposed to be working in the Imam Development Program, and how can we offer a better service to both the partners and the imams and the recipients and the beneficiaries of all of this here. So we obviously would require your help. So please assist where you can. And when you're filling in these forms, give it its due. Work really hard at it. We want imams who are the change makers in their communities at the end of the day. We are looking for those imams who goes over and above to ensure that the needs of his community are met and the needs of his communities are seen and realized by the outside people. So please assist us with whatever is required from us. Inshallah, we will try to make it as smooth and easy as possible. And I'm looking forward to obviously getting to know each and every one of the imams at some point on a more personal level. I know a good few imams already, alhamdulillah. But yeah, from the community side, we would obviously like to build this more personal relationship with the imams and get them to obviously take an interest in shaping their communities, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Brother Inayat Mustafa. I am the Communities Development Coordinator at the Imam Development Program. So I'm fairly new to the IDP. I've started here in February this year. I started off at resource mobilization, but later on I moved through to communities development. And now I am in charge of our infrastructure projects. So infrastructure and the environment. So you can say anything to do with boreholes, your tree planting, community garden projects, as well as things related to infrastructure like your masjid and madrasa repairs. That all falls under my care. So currently, with regards to things like the boreholes, you may have noticed we've sent out many needs assessments, request forms as well. We've sent through to all our imams because we are trying to better understand the needs of our communities when it comes to their water requirements, shortages, and so on. So, once again, as my manager has stressed, it's very important for all of our imams to fill out these need assessment forms and the request forms to the best of their abilities so that it helps us to understand their needs. While we're still on the topic of boreholes, a little bit of history. Through the IDP, we have now done, I think it's 44 boreholes. This year alone, we've done 13, and I think there's like 3 or 4 that are about to be completed, alhamdulillah. Within the next, I'd say 5 to 10 years, we're looking to increase this number by at least 10 times so that our reach is greater into all of these countries that need this vital resource. With regards to tree planting as well, tree planting is also a fairly new project. I've currently, for this year alone, 65 trees have been planted already. There's another 120 that have been approved. The funding has been approved. We're just waiting for those funds to go through to our imams, and those trees will be planted as well. Also, with regards to masjid and madrasa repairs, again, I know many of our imams that we have got quite a lot of responses from our imams with regards to masjid and madrasa repairs. We understand the situation is very dire. There's like a serious need for masjid and madrasa repairs. And I can tell you that we are currently busy with proposals, which we are going to send to our donors, and hopefully they would be able to assist us with some of these repairs. So, inshallah, have sabr with us, make lots of dua that everything goes well, and also from our side that our work is done to the best of our abilities so that our donors have a good view of us and that they would be encouraged to donate to us for all these important projects. I think that's it from me. If you have any questions, we will take them at the end. Jazakallah khair. I'll now hand you over to the next team member. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to Brother Inayat, Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum, Imams and Mu'alimas. I am Sister Zahida Adibedi, and I am the coordinator serving the educational side of things, as well as your Sadaqah and Akika for the Imam Development Program. It is an honor tonight to be sitting here and speaking to some of you Imams. I have dealt with most of you on many occasions, and some of you, I'm looking forward to getting to know you better, inshallah. And I would just like to take this moment to introduce myself and to offer my support as we work together in making this, this educational experience very good for our young learners in the classroom and for you Imams as well, to offer my support to the community as well through our various programs that we offer. In my role as the educational coordinator, I oversee several initiatives which include Fun Friday, the Madrasa resources, and Madrasa packs. The resources will be like your Yasno Qur'ans, your 39 Qur'ans that you will request, and then inshallah we send that through to you. And the packs include the current bonus that we are running, Beautify My Classroom. So each one of these programs is designed to enrich, the learning environment in the classroom, and to ensure that you have all these resources to assist you and make it successful learning for the young leaders. Then we have the Sadaqah and Akika. It's not so fully out there at the moment. It's a project currently run in Malawi and in Tanzania. This initiative provides an opportunity for imams to purchase an animal, a goat or a cow, which is then slaughtered and distributed to the communities. This project is a meaningful way to support and to provide for those in need in the community. So inshallah, we will be like rolling out to the other countries as well. I would also like to highlight a couple of points regarding the Fun Friday tracking process that we implemented recently. I would just like to remind the imams that for you to ensure that you are meeting the objectives and making a positive impact, in the classrooms. And I would like to remind everyone that to please complete it and send it through to me once a month, as stated in the message as well. And inshallah, if you have any questions or queries regarding that, then you can reach out as well. The Beautify My Classroom bonus, that is still running right through till the end of September. I am aware that some schools or some madrasas are only opening this coming week. So inshallah, you can start submitting all your pictures and all the requirements. And then, so this initiative is also designed to recognize and to reward the efforts made to improve the learning environment in your classrooms. And so this again, if you have any questions and queries regarding this bonus, then you can forward it through to me as well. And so that's a little bit about me and what I do. And my goal as well is just to provide support and resources and to help each other to succeed. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, inshallah. And with that said, I'd like to hand you over to Sister Fatima, and she will introduce herself.
Assalamu alaikum, Imams and Ma'alimas. This is Sister Fatima Nadia of the Community Development Program. I am the coordinator for the community well-being. I joined the IDP in March of this year, so I'm fairly new, but most of you know me through Ramadan and Qurbani as your country coordinator. So a little bit about what I do in terms of community development. Most of the projects that is under my category hasn't started yet. So one of them that is in the pipeline and maybe coming up before any of the other projects is madrasa feeding. We are trying to start feeding in all Imams madrasas at least one meal a day. I'm sure all of you have seen the needs assessment that went out, and I'm sure you filled it. Like Brother Muhammad said, it is very important for you to cooperate with us and make sure that you are filling in these needs assessment correctly, as they are going to impact the projects that come out from this. We are trying to bring more projects into each Imam's community so that the community sees you as a leader, and without you guys cooperating with us, none of this will be possible. I would like to thank all the Imams and Mu'allimas that worked with us during Ramadan and Qurbani. During Ramadan, we did plus minus 18,000 food hamper distributions. And during Qurbani, we did 5,016 animals across the 13 countries. So well done to all of you. Jazakallah for all your efforts. Forgive us for any of our shortcomings. Please, Imams, when we are asking you for information and requesting certain things from you, please work with us, as this impacts how we are able to now bring these new projects to you. Make dua for us so that we can get the funding, so that we can provide you with different things for your community. Under community well-being is also your wheelchair distribution. We're looking at introducing counseling into the communities. We're looking at community health screenings so that you can be healthier and live more wholesome lifestyles. There's also going to be fitness, teaching you about nutrition, how to handle food safely, also what to do in terms of natural disasters if they occur. We're going to be teaching you and upskilling you in these areas as well, so that when the community comes to you, you can then give them the correct information and they see you as a prominent leader, not just for Islam, but also for other aspects in the community. So that's just a little bit of what my area is and what I do. And if you guys have any other questions or queries, please send them through to help desk. Unfortunately, Brother Muhammad is not here to be able to assist us to answer your questions right now. So we'd like you to please send questions through help desk, and then we can assist you via there. Does any of the imams or mu'allimas have anything to say? Do you all have any queries or questions for us right now that maybe we can try and answer?
Imams, assalamu alaikum. Can you hear us?
Yeah, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have a question for Sister Nadia.
You can go ahead. I think she's on. You can ask the question, Imam.
Gee, my name is Bashir Lumamba Pasif from Zambia. My question is with regards to the last Ramadan food hamper distribution. I remember you told us to give feedback of the program when it finished, and we never heard from you your responses because we had some queries. One of it was I don't know if I can add it here. Can I go ahead? Or
yes, you can go ahead.
Gee, one of it was the way you wanted us to do the distribution, you wanted us to do it on the open at the masjid where everyone is seeing, which is good for transparency. But unfortunately, since the hampers were, for me, I think it was only 14 or 15 compared to the people which we have in our communities. It actually caused the fitna, because now you have got maybe 200 people in your community. How do you select 14 or 15? In a poverty-stricken area like ours, everyone wants those things, and it's up next year, inshallah. No?
Naam, Imam. G, we still here?
Jimmy, I'm done. I was asking that it created fitna for us as imams. We received a very big backlash. So, it created a lot of talking between the people for us. I don't know how they're going to improve it for us next year. Because we're even scared of, volunteering to do it next year.
Okay. Fatima Nadia, you still here?
My connection is very bad though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imam was just saying with regards to the hampers, as we've last year or this year rather, this past Ramadan, they were allocated I think 14 Ramadan food hampers. Imam wants to know how do we change that, and because it created a fitna in the community. We're only giving 14 families over 200 poverty-stricken people. So that was Imam's question.
Yeah, I hear your concern, and unfortunately, the hampers that we distribute is based on what we get from the donors. So the number of hampers has to be given according to what we get, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Therefore, you would have to see for the most needy in your community to receive those hampers. I understand the difficulty in the community where people don't understand this, but if it was possible for us to be able to supply you with more, if we had more, then yes, we would be giving you more. But unfortunately, it's solely based on what we get. That is what we give. And inshallah, make dua, Imam, that we get more sponsors so that we can give more to your community.
See, my other suggestion, if I may suggest, it was to say that even if there is little, but if you tell us to go and distribute it somewhere where it is private, but then we send you the pictures, we send you everything, the receipts, but not at the masjid where everyone is seeing. You know, you're saying the most poverty stricken, but you'll find maybe I've got 50 of those who are all maybe on the same level, and I'm supposed to give only 14 or 15. Then they start, you know, the people, our mentality is very bad. They start thinking that I've put some money in the pocket, and they start worrying me, you know, giving me all sorts of names. So instead of that khairat which you gave us to change and to create barakat and goodness, it actually created hatred in Ramadan again. A lot of ribat and all that, you know. So if you could allow us to give to distribute in private, maybe at our houses, but we send you the pictures and the proof. When we call only those whom we feel, not on the masjid where everyone is seeing, you know, it creates a lot of fitna, I'm telling you.
Okay, Sheikh, if I could just say something, we will take that into consideration when we are doing our next Ramadan hamper distribution. We will speak to our management, but it also, you see, like Sister Fatima said, it all depends on our donors. You see, some of our donors, they ask us to, they want it to be done at the masjid. But I understand, I understand you fully what you are saying. If it were up to me, I would say let the imams. If it's such a small number of hampers, then the imams should actually go maybe door to door and distribute the hampers at the person's house. You know, that's in private, and then they'll take a picture and so on, and maybe a short video and all that, and send it back to us. That will be the ideal situation. But unfortunately, we can't just make that decision on our own. We also have to involve the donors, and hopefully they can understand what we are trying to explain to them. Because as you are saying, it's not right. You know, you got a handful of hampers and you got such a large community. Obviously, they're going to feel left out. They're going to be upset. They're going to think you favoring you. Maybe you're choosing some people over other people. I understand exactly what you are saying. So we will take this into consideration, and we will speak to our the rest of our team. We'll speak to management, and we'll see what we can do from there. Hopefully, we come up with a better solution.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khairan.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Yes. First of all, I want to thank IDP for the support that they've done in Ramadan. But I want to know, like, is it possible that when you give something, you must account maybe the transport and the packaging? Because when you say we must give hampers, then you don't count packaging and you don't count transport. So we find that now it becomes our responsibility and we don't have that amount. So like, for example, for me, it's my first year in IDP. Last year I had to use my money and to ask for my family members to help me to package and do the other things, and also to give to for the distribution, because it was not accounted for. So I'm asking, like, if there are possibilities of squeezing the amount when you give it out. Like, you say maybe you can give maybe 5% or 2% of the amount for transport and packaging, if it's possible. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam, Imam. Your point is noted. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sister Net here from Zambia. I just want to, first of all, maybe I would love to ask if you can help me with sending me the application, the IDP application, because I had lost my phone. and I just got a new one yesterday. Then my other question is concerning the borehole and the school fees. How do you categorize, or do you do a selection on the school fees, or do you what can I say? Sorry, do you select which imams should be paid for, which children should be paid for, or is it just something that is just randomly after when you apply, then you help out? Then another issue I wanted also to ask on the borehole, I think last time where I had applied for a borehole, and alhamdulillah, I was one of the people that were selected. And since then, it has just gone quiet. I don't know if I never got any feedback from that. So I just wanted to know was it successful or unsuccessful? Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Mu'allima Anet. Okay, I will send you the form. So it's the Imam application request form that you need, right?
The IDP application.
Okay, all right. Okay, it's fine. I'll send that through to you. With regards to your question with the school fees, so what actually happens is when we have funds for that, there's a donor who comes through and says, we want to, sponsor some school fees to children. This is the amount. Then we send out through the needs assessment form to the imams. Once that is completed, then there is a selection that takes place there, and then we view each case separately. That's how it is chosen and selected. And then with regards to the boreholes, I think Brother Inayat can maybe answer that, inshallah.
Okay, so for the boreholes, as I said, currently we are busy with proposals which we are sending out. We're going to send out to our donors. So we don't have any approved funding as yet for these boreholes. What we are working on is proper, good proposals to send to our donors so that they will donate and provide these boreholes for us. So for the time being, we are just sending out request forms. It's not a borehole application form. We've sent out request forms and we've sent out needs assessment forms. So for now, we're just taking requests. And then as soon as a donor comes through and says, okay, you know what, I'm giving you so much, I want you to do 10 boreholes in Zambia, then I already have my list of 10 imams who've requested boreholes from Zambia. So we take that list and we give it to the donor. We say, okay, there are your options. The donor will say, okay, I would like to take this option. And then from there, the funding comes through, and then we get the borehole project underway. So for now, it's still in that proposal stage where we're going to send proposals to the donors, and inshallah, they will accept, and then they will provide the funding for these boreholes.
Ameen, shukran. Thanks for the clarification.
Are there any questions? Are there any more questions?
Yes. I want to ask regarding the issue of Qurans and syllabus studies for the madrasas. Because for me, for example, like I'm in Swaziland, I was the only person which I got on the announcement group that I'm one of the selected people, but up to now I haven't received any. So I'm asking, okay, besides that, if there are some guidelines maybe which I can get, that maybe you need this and this and this, so that when I'm teaching the children, I'll be able to know like the guidelines until maybe I receive the syllabus book or the Qurans, so that I'll be able to know which topics I should touch regarding when I'm teaching the children. And another thing, I'm seeing on the Fun Friday, like people are posting, maybe there are some funds like maybe coming from ITP that are there for the children to make them happy on Fridays. And I made like a point on my own that I only have the children on weekends. Like mostly the best day for me to be with the children it's on Sunday. But I didn't receive any of the small amount to make those children happy on Sunday, because the sister was helping me, I think maybe Fatima, she told me that maybe I can use the pictures of Sunday and post them as for the Fun Friday. So I didn't receive anything. So I don't know how exactly is it happening. Do you put it with a stipend or what is happening? And another issue is the issue, you remember like some days back, you sent a test for a robot. Yes, there was a robot which you write something and it gives you answers. So when I typed there, I asked the robot like how much is my stipend, for example. It told me I'm getting 2,000, but I received 1,000. Then another thing, when I was writing this monthly test for the K+ test, one of the brothers said I must write that I'm an active imam, but they told me that I am an alumni plus, that's why I get a stipend of 1,000. So I didn't get how is it like that. Maybe if you can clarify for me on that point. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, thank you for your question, Imam. Did you request Qur'ans for your madrasa? And
Yes, I
you
requested
say you haven't
and
received anything yet.
I haven't received yet. And you said, because you even gave the table that I requested so much, but you are able to give me so much. So
Okay.
up to now, nothing. I received nothing.
Okay, please drop me a text, then I can just follow up. But I do believe they were sent through for Swaziland, but I'll double check that and then I will get back to you. But just send me a text, Imam, so that I know with regards to the Qur'ans that you've requested. Fun Friday. So Imam, you do receive money for Fun Friday? Or no? No.
Yeah.
Okay, so but you saying you take the initiative and you do Fun Friday for your kids, and it's on a Sunday.
Yes, I said because for me, I made them on Sundays,
No.
not on Fridays.
Not a problem at all. It's no problem. Don't worry about the name Fun Friday. If you're having your classes on a Sunday, inshallah, you can share the photos in the groups with us and let us see what you're doing. When the form does open up again for imams to request if they need money for Fun Fridays, then inshallah we'll put that announcement through and then we will be sending that through with your stipend as well. But so if you're doing your Fun Friday on Saturday, if you're doing it on Sunday or Wednesday, no problem. You can share your pictures in the group. Are you in the Fun Friday group or the announcement group?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm in the group. Yeah.
No problem. You can share. You can share any day, and then yeah. And then with regards to the other question, you said you sent through to bot. You asked the question to the robot. Okay,
Yes,
that was just a testing phase. It's something that we are or were looking at doing. So it was a testing phase. If your question hasn't been answered yet by this bot, then you can still send it through to help desk. Help desk is still available. You can still send your question through to them, and inshallah they will answer.
Okay.
I think we have just about 5 or 10 minutes left. Inayat, I think there's a question here from Imam William Jimu. He says his borehole, my borehole was drilled. I'm still waiting for pump and tank installation. Oh, okay. I think he's just letting you know.
We are working on that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, this is Cedric Banis from Malawi. I don't have a question, but just to ask about finance department, that sometimes it happens that you are deducted. Maybe you have received money while you have already deducted for unknown reason. So my request was that, if possible, you were supposed to notify the imam that we are deducting you this month because you have done this, this, and this. Because most of the time we are budgeting, maybe we are relying that I'm going to have this money, but at the end you are having less than what you were thinking that I'm going to have this and this. Jazakallah khair.
Imam, so just to understand your question, you're saying you want to be notified of the deductions before you get your stipend. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is.
All right. I think your payslip, I think that's your first go-to as to what's happened to the stipend and why the deduction. So what they normally try to do is, I know that they complete your payslip on the hr.my. You have access to that?
Yes, I have it.
Yeah, then that will be your first go-to, to just log into the hr.my. It will give you, all your details and information regarding the stipend or your deduction. And if you still have a further query, then you'll have to contact help desk.
Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, again, Bashir from Zambia. With regards to help desk, I don't know. I've been sending for so many days. There's no response now with regards to the stipend. The stipend, when I go to HRMI, is even showing me stipend for December 2024 when we haven't yet reached December. And the reason why I was asking help desk, I delayed to fill in my progress report for July. Then I was told, when I didn't get the stipend for July, I was told it will come in August together with the August stipend. But in August, I only got end of August, I only got stipend for August. The July one did not come. And up to now, I haven't yet received any response. But when I check to HRMI, it is showing me, I can say weird things. It's showing me that I received stipend in July when I did not. And it's showing me I've already received the December 2024 stipend.
Okay, unfortunately, we're not the stipend team, but please do reach out to help desk and then they will check for you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam, Imam Rajab.
Yeah, thank you very much for allowing me to just to comment on what is happening. But first and foremost, let me thank the IDP for introducing this program of Fun Friday. But I had the suggestion, if it is possible, because the money which we stated receiving is the same that we are also using as of now. So for our country like Malawi, if there is devaluation, it means that the cost of items, it also raising up. It also makes our this program to be difficult. So I just want to ask the ADP if it is possible, just inshallah, just to look or to add a little bit on what we are receiving. Jazakallah khairan. And also another question, it's about the form which we already filled in of about the trains. We don't know the progress of this program was released or not. Jazakumullah khairan.
Okay, Imam G. Okay, it's noted regarding the Fun Friday to increase, inshallah. Once again a donor or a sponsor for that, then inshallah we definitely will take that into consideration. And I see Imam asked here in the messages, does IDP sponsor or assist imams for Fun Friday, or the imam must do this on his own arrangement? Currently we have 164 imams who receive Fun Friday money from IDP. These imams, so there was a form sent out needs assessment form sent out, and only 164 imams completed this form, and that's why they are the ones receiving the money now. So inshallah, when another form is shared with the imams, we'll make an announcement. Be sure to be on the lookout for that, and then inshallah you can complete the form as well. However, if you, imam, are doing Fun Friday on your own, you're taking the initiative, you're using your own money, then alhamdulillah, let us know as well. Put it through, send through your photos in the group, and inshallah we'll see what we can do from there.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam. We hear you, imam.
Yeah, I got my question. I have my question about the business empowerment. We usually, for example, myself, I have been sending proposals about the business empowerment. It's only one time that I saw the turn-up that informed me that I have to do such, but they never notify me where it was my mistake on my proposal until I saw again, and then I propose. I still making proposals, but they don't come to us to inform that there is some problems or errors, so that we cannot have the same problem during the next proposal.
Okay, Imam, so we are not the correct department for this question. However, we will forward your question to the right department, but also you can just follow up and send through, your question to help desk, and then they probably would be faster to give you assistance.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, Fatu.
Wa alaikum salam, Sheikh.
I'm Imam Ramadan from Kenya.
Naam, Imam, you can go ahead.
Yeah, mine was a query on the medication, the refund on medication.
Okay, so this is Sister Zahida. So Imam, you sent through a request regarding medical?
Yeah. I had sent to the help desk to ask on the procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they directed me through the accounts. There's an email I'm supposed to send through the accounts.
Yes.
My query comes whereby, you see, for the hospital to give me the it's called the invoice.
Yes.
Because I learned that later on, I didn't take the invoice. So I have to go and take the invoice, then I forward it to the accounts.
Correct. Yes, that is the procedure.
I'm kind of late for that. Is it okay that I do it and then send them to it? And what will happen after that? How much should I just wait?
What do you mean you late? You late to get the invoice or to submit the invoice?
To submit, because the hospital had to give me, so they didn't give me on time.
Oh, so you must like this month. Imam, each case is viewed per person. So once you get your invoice, then submit that as soon as possible. And in your email, just state what happened and what was the delay, and then inshallah they'll assist you from there.
Okay, inshallah. Khair. Shukran. Jazakumullah khair.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ma'am, I just wanted to, as a request, more especially on the assessments which you are sending us, when it comes to the deadline of submitting the assessment. Here in Zambia, we are having a problem because sometimes maybe the deadline might be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But the problem here is we are facing a very bad load shedding. Sometimes we are having only 3 hours of electricity. So by the time we discover the assessment, maybe it is already the deadline. So what are you going to help us on that, inshallah?
So if I understand Imam's question correctly, you're saying you have like problem with network and electricity in your area.
Yes. Sometimes maybe the whole day you don't have electricity. Maybe the electricity comes after maybe a day or 2 days sometimes.
Okay, I think with the needs assessment, we give time like maximum, I think 2 weeks, about 2 weeks or so. So inshallah, I think that should be enough to try to do it sooner.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam, Imam Mujahideen.
Now, I got a question regarding to the Yasan al-Quran. Is it possible to apply for other madrasas which is not yours?
Yes, 100% you can.
Okay, and then kindly may I request that form for the for Yasan one, please.
Okay, please pop me a message and inshallah I'll respond to you, Imam.
All right, yeah, Jazakallah khair. And then the other one, another query regarding to the one that one Imam was just from asking concerning the medication. I did the same also. I applied for it and then I sent all the receipts, but there was no response till now. It happened some 2 months back.
Okay, so please, did you forward that question to help desk?
Yes, I did, but there was no response. Maybe.
Okay, please just and then how long did you ask them about this?
That one is I think it has gone for 4 months ago. Then I just
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So okay, please forward that same question again to help desk even by tomorrow morning, and then inshallah they will revert from there.
Thanks very much. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Sheikh Ramadan.
Okay, mine is about I was inquiring about the syllabus. You were supposed to get the syllabus. You told that you wait for the syllabus. I don't know how it has reached.
Yes. So did Imam request for Qurans as well? So whoever requested for Qurans, there's one syllabus book in there as well. It's part of the pack.
Okay, inshallah. Shukran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I'm sorry that I delayed to enter, but I would like to know about the school fees because we have a big problem with our students' school fees, and also like for my daughter's school fees. What procedures should I follow in order to get?
Okay, so unfortunately it's not in our department as well. But inshallah you can send the query through to help desk and then they will forward it through to the relevant department.
Inshallah.
Imam Tanweer, assalamu alaikum. I see you saying you having a problem with HR.my. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Is Imam having problem with HR.my?
Yes, myself.
Okay. Please send that through to help desk. Up to now. Okay. Please send through your query to help desk and Sister Fatima Kilaman will help you there, inshallah.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. I asked also about the tree form, so you didn't answer me. How is the progress of this form which we filled in?
Okay. Brother Inayat, you can take that.
So those forms that you filled in where I requested your Imam information and profile and as well as feedback from yourself, that has been uploaded to our drive and it's for our donors to now have a look at. It's just for them to, know that everything has been done. They want to see the feedback from the Imam. So we're waiting to hear from them now.
Okay, inshallah.
Tree planting, I saw the form, but my masjid was under construction. So I never applied because of to see the suitable places that I can put those trees or I can plant those trees. So my question is, can I apply maybe next time or maybe later, so after the construction?
Okay, Sheikh. So again, with regards to tree planting, it also is completely, we rely on our donors. So when one of our donors come to us or one of our partners come to us and they tell us that we have a certain amount of money and I would like to plant maybe 60 trees in Zambia or 100 trees in Malawi, then only can we go ahead and we ask our imams to request the trees. So for now, there are no more requests from our donors, but inshallah, if any requests do come through, then you can apply again. It's no problem.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, no problem. I think we have time for 2 more questions, inshallah. Okay, Imam Hassan,
Yes,
go ahead.
I was asking for the Ummah services. I have a group of team that we are catering for the community services. So I was asking, do they have maybe something like to promote them or to support them the way that we have stipend for the imams, so that we can have that community bond and that kinship, so that they can have now more support from, the community can have more support from them?
No, I'm not sure I understand the question properly. Like, what do you mean your team now? When you say your team, you mean like people in your community who helped you during, I don't know, the Qurbani or Ramadan, or what is it exactly you're referring to?
Okay, Sheikh, my team, when I'm doing these community services or these community engagements, yes, I'm doing it with my team. We have a committee of the masjid, of which most of them they are youth. They need support. They need people to be there for them, so that at least they can be supported, so that they can feel this is an ibadah and they can do it every time and then.
Okay.
Yeah, so my question was, can we have maybe that is a suggestion for them, maybe inshallah, if they can be given a supportive way, so that they can continue this act of ibadah for the community.
Okay.
Sheikh, so currently we don't have anything like that where we support your team members, as you're saying, members of the community, but we will make note of it, and we will speak to our management, and we'll see what we can do for you from there, inshallah.
Shukran,
but I do understand your query, and we will speak to the relevant people, and we'll see if we can sort something out.
Inshallah. Shukran.
Okay,
I think we have time for one more question.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
I just wanted to ask on the tree planting. Like at my masjid, I think we have more than enough trees, but can I still participate in the bonus of planting trees? I don't know. Because alhamdulillah, our masjid, we have enough trees, alhamdulillah. So is it possible if buying trees maybe to go and plant at other masjid which don't have trees, enough trees?
Gee, Sheikh, I'm sure that won't be a problem. So you need to just keep an eye out for our next tree planting request form or our needs assessment form. As soon as we receive some sort of funding from any of the donors, then we will let all the imams know, and then you can apply for that tree planting there. But then you have to say that it's not going to be at your masjid. You have enough of trees at your masjid, but you know of another masjid maybe nearby that doesn't have any trees, and then we will take that into consideration. Ameen.
I just want to comment on the school fees. I would like to ask the IDP, inshallah, to take into consideration to this matter. Because, for example, here in Malawi, the schools are very expensive. School fees are very expensive. So it is very sad and cry to see an imam's child failing to pursue or to proceed his studies or her studies because of school fees. So I would like to ask the IDP, inshallah, to look into this matter, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam.
I just want to conclude because you said that this maybe can be the last question, but I think it will not be a question, but it will just be a concern. Maybe I can just revise what our friend has already spoke about about the transportation of the items. Sometimes when we come to the distribution of the hampers, and I think IDP many times have been visiting imams in their communities, and they saw where the imams are residing. So sometimes they pay to give an imam the task to do, for example, to buy goods, to buy what item to distribute to the people, but without providing him with transportation. This is very sad part because most of us we reside in very far areas, so it is difficult to do these things correctly. So I just want to raise this point that you take it serious, take it into consideration because we encounter many challenges when we come to transportations of the goods we give to the people in the community. And also sometimes when we are doing such activities about the distribution of hampers and other items, I've seen that we are being given many tasks to do. So much procedures. Sometimes it's very difficult maybe to do every corner of the procedures. So sometimes you have to look into this. At least you give us some few tasks that an imam can do because we are under other organizations. So we have also other assignments from our organizations. So if you give us an assignment, try to make it simple so that we can do it correctly, inshallah.
Okay. If they are, Walaikum salam. Are there any more questions or suggestions, comments?
Assalamu alaikum, Katu.
Walaikum salam, Imam. Go ahead.
Okay, my concern is on the school fees. There was a program to start on the Imam school fees. I don't know how the procedure has gone so far.
Okay, so school fees, I think that's what the other team, the Imam development team, you can send through your query to help desk. Inshallah, we'll also let them know that you had a question, Imam.
Oh.
Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair, Imams. Jazakallah so much for taking time out, from your families as well and joining us here tonight and having these discussions. I think it's really fruitful and we learn a lot from each other, what works for you guys and what doesn't work. So inshallah, we are open to knowing more of that, and jazakallah for your time. Assalamu alaikum.